So cool. I think we should be live. Cool. Yeah, we are live. How are you guys? Long time no see. First of all, thank you for joining. This is going to be very quick, and we will be just going through Flowplay, which is our first, not first, our second product for Webflow, and I can't really wait. So if you have any other questions, if you have any questions during the stream, please leave it in the comments and I'll try to get it. And if I'm looking over to that side, is all the comments are going to be over there. So just don't think I'm not looking at you guys, but cool. For those who are new, this is our new channel anyway, so I assume a lot of people are going to be new. I'm Vimalan from V Designs, and we are a leading Webflow agency in the UK, and we also develop products for Webflow, solutions to help you build faster and design things better on Webflow. The first part of it was Formly, which is tryformly.com, that lets you build multi-step forms on Webflow without code. And today we'll be launching Flowplay, which will let you build video players on Webflow with no code. So before I get any further, let me just show you guys the site. And I'm really excited to actually finally put it out there. I've been working on this for 3 months. Here it is. So if you go to flowplay.io, you should be able to see the website. Personally, it's one of our best designed websites. But not only that, there's a lot of information about Flowplay, how it works. We have attributes in the documentation. And if you have any questions regarding that, feel free to let me know. But there's a demo, like you can see here, it works with HTML videos, Vimeo, and YouTube videos. Everything that you see here, it's built on Webflow. And in this live stream, we will be building one of these video players live. Not the best, but I'll try my best. Everything that on the landing page, landing page, it's all built on Webflow, and yeah, you should have a lot of the information that you need. There's also pricing, which we'll get to in a bit. And we have a lot of clonables that are live, but some are also coming, which will really show you what you can do with Flowplay. Cool. Let me take a sip of water. So, what is Flowplay? Flowplay is a JavaScript library made for Webflow, and it works with HTML videos, YouTube videos, and Vimeo videos. It lets you customize every aspect of your video player on Webflow without needing to write JavaScript or without needing to write custom CSS. Everything is attribute based. There's no watermarks anywhere on your player, and it's very lightweight. It's not very heavy. And again, you can have multiple instances of each on each of your page on Webflow. So if you look at it here, some of the features include keyboard shortcuts, so you can allow users to skip through the video using keyboards. We have a video quality selector, which we'll get to in a bit. Custom playback control, so play button, back, forward, everything is customizable. Playback speed, so this is a very common feature that we usually add for clients, and that again, there's no code for you to add it onto with Flowplay. And there's a ton of other features like preview on track, which is a pro feature. Video duration and time is all automatic. You just need to add an attribute, and it pulls all the data for you by itself. So in terms of pricing, the free plan has no watermarks. You can fully customize your HTML video. There's no limitations to it. But if you do want to support us, the Flowplay Plus plan gives you unlimited instances, gives you support for Vimeo and YouTube videos, as well as other features that you can see here. And then we also have a very limited lifetime plan. This has not been updated. We already have 6 users already paying for the lifetime plan. So once it's up, we're not going to renew it. And for whoever's watching the stream, you will get a 20% discount on both plans if you use the code. I think it's Twitter. Just use Twitter and you should get 20% off. I know it's not Twitter, but that's our discount code. And you should get a 20% off on both the Flowplay Plus and the lifetime plan. Cool. Let me see if you have any questions. No questions. Let's get into the live build. So once you sign up, so I'm gonna create a plan. So I'm gonna join the free one. You can create a free plan, and you get access to all the HTML documentation. Let me see, what's my name? I'm just gonna use a temporary email, put in your password, and you should be good to go. Oops. Great. And here you can, again, upload any image or anything like that. Just a sign up process. We try to make it as simple as possible. And once you sign up, you should be able to go into your docs, which is in your dashboard. So this is the Flowplay docs. Here you should have all the attributes, the scripts, the structure, and everything that you need to build a multi-step form, classic video player on Webflow. And today I will be just building one live uh, for you guys right here. So we'll be building everything from scratch. But again, you don't really have to. There are components that you can just copy and paste on your site. And you should have the entire video player already built out for you. And you can just add in the script and publish this, and this should work. But I want to take the long way and teach you guys how to build it from scratch. So the first thing that to note is for HTML videos, you need to use the embed element, and that you can just copy that sort of snippet from here. So if I open up here, I am going to add in an embed element. And instead of copying it, I'm going to type it out from scratch just to explain everything. So in here, you open up your video tag, and you will need to add a script, a source file. So this is the link that you will get from either Vimeo or any other video hosting services. It'll be a .mp4 file. So here we have an example from NASA. This is an MP4 file that they have on their website. But if you use GitHub, if you use AWS or any other hosting platform or software, you should be able to get a raw link, which is a .mp4 file. You need that, copy that in inside your source tag, paste it in, and you can close your video tag here. So if I save and close, you should see the video sort of taking over the entire screen, right? So let me put a style to the HTML tag. Just let's make it 100% width and 100% height. So it's just sort of fills the wrapper. So let me also wrap this HTML embed into a div block and call this video wrapper. So that wrapper is going to wrap all our videos, and let's give it a height of maybe 500 pixels. Again, I'm not going to name my classes properly, so don't judge me on that. But here, I am just going to create it like this. So let's open up the HTML embed. And in this video file, you can add attributes, which are HTML attributes such as autoplay, loop, muted, plays in line. So these are not flow play attributes. These are HTML attributes, and this will uh, let you play your video files right onto Webflow. So if I save and close, you can see the video is already playing because we have this autoplay attribute added. We don't need that, so I'm just going to put plays in line. Plays in line is an attribute that you add so that on mobile phones, when you play the video, it doesn't take over the full screen. It plays within the container that you have it in. So I'm going to save and close. Everything should be disabled. Cool. Here, now let's go back to our docs, and you can see there are two essential attributes that we need to add. First is the video player to initiate the flow play element. So this is f-data equals wrapper, and you add it to the div block that's going to wrap of your controls, your videos, and everything like that. So I'm going to put f-data video equals wrapper over here, and this is going to take everything inside that element as part of the video player. And then inside your HTML embed, you add another attribute, which is f-data video equals f-data video equals video element. So if I open up here, you should see inside the video tag, you add that attribute. Now, what we are going to do is it's initializing your wrapper, and it's going to initialize the um, embed element inside. So these are the two core attributes that you need to add with Flowplay. And of course, don't forget to add in the script. I just almost forgot that. So you can just click on the script over here, copy it to clipboard, and you can paste that script under the body tag. So paste it in here and save. Cool. Now, before we get further, you can see the video is taking up the full width and height of my player and not respecting the boundaries of the HTML embed or the video wrapper. And one way to fix this is add a class to your video element. So this is not part of Flowplay, but this is something that um, yeah, video. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it video. And so now to style it, there you go. So what happened there is I already have a class called video, which sets the width to 100% and it sets the height to 100%. And you can also object fill. So if you click on cover, as you can see, it covers the full screen, full width and height of your wrapper. But if I put contain, it sort of contains within it. So it gives you more flexibility, and then you can just remove that div block. So now essentially what you did is styled this video, HTML video element inside of Webflow, and this is not part of Flowplay anyways. So now we have those two attributes added. Let's go in and design our let's go design our video player. So first of all, we always want a play button. So I'm just gonna style this over here. So this is gonna be our control. Let's give it a height of 20%. Okay, and I'm just gonna give it a very ugly white color. But again, you can design it however you want. So I'm just gonna give it this color over here. So this is going to contain our track and our control buttons, right? So to do that, I'm just styling the parent wrapper. So let's say I want my play button to be here. So play button, and I want to give it a style. I want to make it a white button. I want to make it maybe 16 pixels by 16 pixels, so that it looks nice. Let me just clean up all these unnecessary classes. Sorry, I think I just removed the video class. If you look at it here, 100%, overflow height, fill cover. So what I'm basically, right now, I'm just recapping what I did before. And instead of removing, I'm just going to hide it just so that we don't clear it out. Sweet. Now we have our play button. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, cool. And then let's drop in an icon inside. So I'm gonna drop in a play icon, copy from Webflow, open it up and paste it in here. And let's give it a black color. Sweet. And we also need a pause button as well. So let's go in and get a pause icon set up. Copy. And so if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know on the channel. I'm monitoring that. Okay, cool. Cool. So we have the play button, we have a pause button. So if you go back into our docs, you should see under playback control, we need to add all the attributes are very straightforward. So to this play button, let's add fdata attribute equals play button. And then again, for the pause button, fdata video equals pause button. So this should, hopefully if I publish it now, you should see that it will work. Let's see. Moment of truth. There you go. So if you look at it, of course, it's not perfect. You can see that the play and pause is triggering and it's working. Everything's working. Of course, we will just need to, style our buttons properly. But otherwise, everything else is working, as you can see here. Now let's add in a track. So we want to show how long the video is, and also show the progress of the video. So to this, I'm going to call it track, for example, and I'm going to give it a width of maybe 50% and a height of 20 pixels, just to make it quite obvious that it's there. Um, the track, I'm going to give it this sort of white, off-white color, like this, like a light grayish color. And inside your track, you will need a div block, which is the actual progress indicator that will grow as your video is progressing. So to that, let's give it a relative attribute. I want to style this to be 100% of the height, parent element, and the width, I'm going to give it a 50% for now, just to see. And let's give it a white color. Sweet. Now here, what happens is as the video is playing, this progress bar is going to grow, or if you go back, it's going to shrink. So let's add the two attributes to this. So the first one, if you scroll down here, um, you should see there it is. So video progress bar, that's the wrapper, the track. So let's add that in, video progress bar. And then to the element that will be growing, we add the attribute called progress. So we add f data video equals progress. Now, if I publish this, again, hopefully it should work. Let's see if it does. There you go. So if I play it, there you go. The track now loads, and you can, again, the track is draggable, so you can click around to actually see and move across the video. So that's, again, a feature that you really just add two attributes and it takes care of itself. Um, Let me just not do the height 500 pixels. Very ugly looking. Let me publish that again. There you go. And then now let's add in the time, right? So you want to show how long the video is and how much time has gone past since the video started. Again, these are all very, very straightforward. You just need to add a single attribute to each of your text block. So I'm just going to make this text block white. Oops. And let's say I give it, I'm going to give it a text of like 00, just so that we can see if it works. And then we also need the duration, the total duration. So maybe I'm just going to call it 1. And then we need a slash in between each, just so that it looks pretty. Sweet. And to this is going to be your current time. And of course, the attribute is literally called current time. And the duration is called duration. Makes sense. So let me just copy that. And here we'll have duration. Sweet. Also, let's fix the play button right now. The play pause button looks quite ugly. So let's remove the padding. I think that's causing that issue. And now it should be fine. Let's publish, and there you go. So you get the total time over here, and you also get your current time as well, all without writing any line of code. As you can see, all of this works, and you can click through your video as per normal. And again, I have no idea why that is happening. Oops. There you go. Classic. Let's give that a publish. Now, this is all done on HTML video, but again, the process is very similar for Vimeo videos as well. So if you subscribe to the Flowplay Plus plan, you should be able to bring in any Vimeo files into Webflow and style it however you want. I will be going you know what, we do have some time, so let me, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but let me cool, let me show you guys how easy it is to actually bring in Vimeo videos into your Webflow projects. So let me open up the, again, this was not planned for, but I am going to try. Cool. So if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I've already scratched the surface on the player, and it's not perfect. It doesn't look good, but yeah, you can pretty much customize every aspect of your video player. And we do have um, clonables on our workspace. So go to webflow.com/@vdesign, and you should see a ton of features and a ton of starter kits. These are all for free. And if you sign up for the Flowplay Plus, you should get access to the Vimeo and YouTube attributes as well. Um, I will be showing you how it works in this video, and if you want to learn more, you can continue to subscribe and do it yourself. So let me open up one of our secret projects. So here is our clonable. These are all the clonables that are going to be released. So sneak peek to all of you. Let me open up our Vimeo players. So here, this is an example of how the Vimeo players look like. And all of this is the video is being pulled in from Vimeo. So all of the examples that you see here are video players using Vimeo links, and you can bring in any video, any Vimeo video. You just need your ID. So it gives you a full, and again, all the features that we just built will work here. So you have your track bar, you have your time that it pulls through, play and pause. You can go back and forth. Volume controls. Again, we haven't really covered that in this stream, but you can just add in a HTML um, range input, and you just add attributes, and it should work. Let's do that right now. So I think just to give you guys an example on how that would work. So let's go in and get in a HTML slider. So this is going to be your volume slider, and to that you just need to add an attribute called volume slider. F dash video, F data video equals volume slider, and you can customize the minimum and the maximum. Maximum is usually one, and the increments is steps. This is all a native slider, like a native range input. And if you just go and publish this, this should control the volume. You might not be able to hear it in this video, but go on to this link or any of the clonables. You should be able to control the um, volume of the video that's playing without writing any code. And if you want to customize your HTML input, we will give you some custom code that will need custom code because it's not supported by Webflow. But I think there are external solutions by Finsway to customize the rage input, so you could use that as well. So I hope this was very useful to you guys, and I hope the product really helps you guys build powerful video players on Webflow without writing any code. It's free, so feel free to mess around with it, sign up, and let us know if you run into any issues. And we will be progressively putting out more clonables as time goes by. Just to show you what else you could be doing with Flowplay, this is a player that we have built. Again, completely built on Webflow. Again, the possibilities are endless. Once you know how it works, you can pretty much customize it however you want. This is another clonable that we'll be launching, which is like a Vimeo/YouTube video player where you can host your videos on a. You can build this for clients where you can host your videos on AWS or GitHub or something like that, and pull in the script and create like a video library for clients. So again, as I said, the possibilities are endless, and I genuinely can't wait to see what you guys build. Again, this is pulling a video in from Vimeo. So again, Vimeo gives you full customizability on the UI. YouTube, on the other hand, has some limitations to it, so we don't really recommend it. But if you really want, or if your client really wants to use YouTube, you can use YouTube videos and build a custom player on top. So as you can see, this is a YouTube player, but you have a custom uh, track, and you have a play button, and there's a poster thumbnail. Again, that's a feature that you can add on top of Flowplay, where you can have custom thumbnails uh, on your videos. So I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you check right now, you should be able to see a QR code which takes you to flowplay.io. It's easy, and you can sign up to get 20% off of the lifetime plan if you use the code Twitter. Again, I know it's not Twitter, but that's the only code we had time for. And you should get access to the docs, as well as if you're a Plus member, you should have the ability to use Vimeo and YouTube videos. Um, so again, thanks all for your time. I really appreciate it. We'll be putting out more videos on this channel as well, with Formally, Flowplay, as well as other things. So stay tuned, subscribe, and I hope I wasn't too boring. Let me check the chat for any questions. Let's see. I'm wondering. Yep, you can set a thumbnail. Again, maybe I can, since it's a question, maybe we can go through it right now. I don't know whether I have an image over here. Cool. Yeah, I do have an image. It's as simple as dragging the image, styling it however you want. So I am gonna give it a height and a width, and maybe I'm gonna move it to index 0. So to your image, if you want to make this a poster or a custom thumbnail, you can add f data video equals poster, and you can publish this, and that should be fine. And also you can also use the CMS. So just imagine copying this entire thing, putting it in the CMS, just pulling in a video link from your CMS, and this link here could come from the CMS. Your image could come from the CMS. So you can pretty much build a CMS powered video library without, once you build one element, you can just copy and paste it into your CMS collection. There you go. So you have a custom thumbnail, and when you play it, the thumbnail disappears, and then when you pause it, the thumbnail comes back. Uh, Again, this is useful for Vimeo videos where you can't really customize the thumbnail. So that's what we do here. This is a Vimeo video, as I said, and the thumbnail is a custom made thumbnail. Same with YouTube. You can create a custom thumbnail over your video, and once they click play, it hides, and when they pause, it appears. Another feature that's sort of hidden is that you can only have one player playing at any given time. This is quite difficult to achieve if you don't know how to code, but it works for all our players. So if I play a HTML video and I play a Vimeo video, the HTML video gets paused, and vice versa as well. So that's again a uh, secret feature that we have. We have some more questions. So for this, I would say, yeah, it does. Yeah, the native YouTube element on Webflow is very laggy. With this, you don't really need to use that. You just add a div block and you add attributes to it. So if I pull out a Vimeo example, it's very similar for YouTube as well. So if you look at it here, let me zoom out a little bit. So these are all Vimeo players, and all you need to do is add your ID into that div block, and we inject the Vimeo or YouTube player inside your div block, and it's very, very fast. We use APIs, we use the Vimeo and YouTube SDK to do it, so it shouldn't really affect your page performance. You could probably make a web, exactly, yeah, you could. Again, there is no limitations in terms of your Webflow side of things. The issue with other solutions that exist out there is that you have to use custom specific class names, or you have to write code So if you want to have multiple instances, you have to know how to manipulate the code to get it to work. Here, you have literally no limitation. And again, as I said, you can pretty much put this inside a CMS collection and just pull in all your data through your CMS. So your clients don't even need to think about adding your poster images and all of that. You could pretty much quote unquote automate it for the client. Whereas the normal code solution means that you pretty much hard code your poster over here, which again, you could use the CMS to populate. Um, but this solution is a lot more flexible for anyone who's trying to build custom players. I That's all the questions we have. I had a question previously, which is how customizable is YouTube embed? The only the YouTube one isn't very customizable. Unfortunately, YouTube's API is pretty limited. So you will still have uh, like the related video. If you don't use a custom poster, you will have the related video showing, and you'll see the logo, the YouTube logo on the left hand side, on the right hand side. So it's not very customizable, but you can sort of mask that using a custom thumbnail like this. So it just doesn't look like a YouTube player. But with Vimeo, you don't have that issue. It's very customizable. Um, and we will recommend the Vimeo one over something like YouTube. The best would be HTML video because it gives you full flexibility. Stuff like I didn't mention, such as a loading bar. So as you can see, as I progress down the video, the loading bar continues. So that's something that you can only do with HTML videos, as well as this sort of thumbnail, preview thumbnail. Again, this is completely no code. You just add one or two attributes and we generate this for you. This is not possible with other solutions out there. So we're pretty proud of the implementation there. And you can, again, this thumbnail video track is completely interactive, draggable, and you can control it however you want. You can design it how you want. Nice. So I have to go in and now update this. We probably sold 10 already, so thank you. I really appreciate it. If you have, we'll add it to our Slack channel, and you should get an affiliate link soon. So if you recommend it to other people, you get a small percentage of the lifetime revenue or monthly revenue from that person. Yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know, or I'm happy to end the stream. Again, I really appreciate all the questions and the time that you guys spent over here. I hope I didn't bore you to death. And we are going to continue building more clonables. As you probably saw in the stream, we already have a ton of clonables already built out, and we'll be slowly releasing each one as we go. Feel free to join our Slack community. That's where we give users discounts as well as early access to features and beta access to new products as well. I hope this was useful. Feel free to reach out to me directly on Twitter, on Slack, if you have any questions. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, catch you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.